Hi, I'm Vance, and welcome to Repair and Replace. Some dishwashers have a blower fan that helps the dishes dry quickly. The vent assembly channels water vapor from the dishwasher into the kitchen. If the motor fails, then the fan will not run, and the dishes will take longer to dry. In this episode, I'll show you how to access and replace the vent motor. Thank you to Frigidaire for sponsoring this video. To begin, you might need a screwdriver or nut driver, pliers, and a multimeter. You might also need channel lock pliers, an adjustable wrench, and a socket set. Keep in mind, there is some variation between models, and not all dishwashers will have the same parts. You can enter your model number on the AMRE Supply website. This will bring up a model breakdown with the exact replacement parts listed on the side. If the blower is mounted under the dishwasher, then you'll need to slide it out. For door-mounted blowers, you'll only need to remove the door. First, shut off the breaker to disconnect the power. In some cases, you can unplug the dishwasher. Now shut off the water supply valve. This should be located under the sink. It's also a good idea to wear cut-resistant gloves, as there can be some sharp edges. To access the components, you'll have to remove the dishwasher from the cabinet. These steps may vary depending on your model. Loosen the clamp to remove the drain hose from the sink. If there's a spring clamp, then you'll need to use pliers. Now feed the hose through the cabinet. Unscrew and remove the lower access panel. Next, unscrew the water supply line from the inlet valve. In some models, the valve is located in the back and is only accessible once you remove the dishwasher. Unscrew the cover to the junction box. Next, remove the wire nuts. Now unscrew and remove the ground wire. Unscrew the strain relief. Now remove the wires. Open the dishwasher door and remove the mounting bracket screws. You might need to adjust the leveling legs to lower the dishwasher. Now carefully slide the dishwasher out. To avoid scratching the floor, you can put a flat piece of cardboard or a drop cloth under the legs. Now tilt the dishwasher onto its back. If your model has a bottom pan, then you'll have to remove it. Remove any mounting screws. Now release any mounting tabs. Next, lift off the bottom pan. If needed, disconnect any wires. If the motor is a C-frame or round motor, then it can be easily tested for continuity. The motor can be tested in place, but we'll show it on the bench to make it easier to see. Set your multimeter to the resistance setting. Touch each probe to each terminal. Depending on the motor, there should be a resistance reading of around 20 to 4,000 ohms. If there is no continuity or an infinite reading, then the motor has failed and should be replaced. Some motors can't be tested this way. If the resistance is more than 1 million ohms, then the motor likely has sealed internal components. This means you won't be able to test the resistance of the motor windings. If you're not sure if it's faulty, then it's best to replace it. First, disconnect the wires. Next, remove the vent hose and any other connections. Remove the mounting screws. Now, remove the assembly. Align the new motor assembly into place. Now, tighten the screws. Reattach the vent hose. Finally, reconnect the wires. First, open the door. Now, remove each of the mounting screws on the inner panel. There might be several larger screws. Remember where they go, as using the wrong screw in the wrong hole can damage the mount. Now, remove the outer panel. The user control board and door latch are often located in an upper module. Now, remove the mounting screws. Tilt the panel forward and disconnect the wire harness. And remove the module. First, take a picture of the wires for reference. Now disconnect the wires. On the inside of the door is a vent opening. Remove any screws that holds the assembly in place. At the bottom, there might be a mounting bracket. Remove the screws. Next, lift off the bracket. In some models, you might need to release some mounting tabs or remove additional screws. Now lift off the assembly. You can now access the vent motor. In some models, you'll have to replace the entire vent assembly. Align the assembly onto the mount. Now tighten any mounting screws. If needed, align the mounting bracket and secure it into place. Tighten any mounting screws on the inside of the door. Now reconnect the wires. Align the inner panel onto the door hinge. Now tighten the screws. Slide the cross brace into the mount. Next, reconnect any wires. Align the bottom pan into the mount. Press in to lock the mounting tabs. Now tighten the mounting screws. First, feed the drain hose into the sink cabinet. Gently slide the dishwasher into place. If necessary, adjust the leveling legs. Tighten the screws to secure the dishwasher to the countertop. Now connect the drain hose and tighten the clamp. Make sure that the drain hose has an elevated loop above the connection. This will prevent water from flowing back into the dishwasher. Feed the wires into the junction box and tighten the strain relief. Now connect the ground wire. Next, tighten the wire nuts to secure the wires. Now replace the junction box cover. Attach the water supply line to the inlet valve and tighten it into place. Finally, replace the lower access panel. Turn on the water supply. Next, reconnect the power. Now it's best to test the dishwasher to see if it's working properly. You can start a cycle even without any dishes or detergent. If this works, then cancel the cycle and run a full load of dishes. If you found this episode helpful, then subscribe to our channel. And when you need a replacement part, you can get it online or in one of our AMRE Supply branches. Thanks for watching.